if I were really cool, I would, like, have some kind of epic battle between really cool action figures or, like, some kind of video game, you know, and we would do, like, burr, 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 my theory's right, burr, 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 my theory's right. I'm not really cool, so all I have is this random car and a helicopter that we occasionally amuse the Earth with. Oh well. But I'm Rebecca Farnum, this is Ramblings with Rebecca, and this is Battle of the Theories. Burr, burr, burr. Pretend this is cooler than it is, okay? I'm sorry. Whatever. Okay, so in the past couple of episodes, we've talked about environmental determinism, the idea that humans' mindsets and behaviors are determined, created, influenced, run by their environments, particularly the climate that surrounds them and where they live in the world and that kind of stuff. And then we've also had social constructivism, social determinism, the idea that society creates the meanings and behaviors that we all have, and the way that we look at the world. And generally speaking, I'm now having way too much fun with the fact that this is me. Oh, there's a key. Oh, this is totally the winning theory. Sorry, motor car, you're not as cool. Anyway, okay, sorry, distractions. Generally speaking, in academia, these are definitely pitted on opposite sides of the fence, right? An academic article may start, you know, with the base assumption, you know, I'm a social constructivist, and therefore blah, 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 right? And immediately an environmental determinist is not going to agree with anything that that article says because she's an environmental determinist, and no, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong, you know, and we could try to have some kind of epic battle, right, in which, you know, like, at least I'm not racist. Well, society constructs racism. What does that say about you? And blah, 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 blah. And I believe in, you know, truth and, you know, the power of people. And it's like, well, no, we're like, what kind of egotist are you? Blah, you know, and back and forth. I don't think that would get us anywhere other than looking completely imbecilic with a motorbike and a helicopter on YouTube. But beyond that, you know, academics, when they get all halumpity-dumpity about their theories, tend to be just as bad as U.S. politicians, right? I mean, so environmental determinism is to social constructivism as U.S. Democrats are to U.S. Republicans, right? And you park yourself on either side of the fence, and heaven help you if you dare to, you know, go anywhere in the middle or try and realize that there's some kind of commonality between you two, and perhaps you agree on some things and that kind of thing. And it just becomes completely polarized, and I think completely unhelpful. At the end of the day, I don't know how the world works. I have some ideas, and I really, really hope some of them are right. But I'm guessing you also have some ideas about how the world works and really want some of them to be correct. But I don't think you know either, to be quite frank. But that doesn't mean that we don't have some ideas and that we shouldn't talk about them and go ahead and hold those as important and as real to us, right? But if we do it in an either-or fashion, right, where I'm right, no, I'm right, and you're wrong, I think we're doing a lot of damage and we're missing a lot, right? As we know, I am not a big fan of dichotomies in any form. That includes any kind of really thick line drawn between two things, such that we don't see the middle ground. So I would hope that perhaps we can find a both-and kind of thing to theories like this and to everything else. In my work, let's look at environmental determinism and social constructivism specifically. I have been influenced by the fact that I grew up in Michigan, surrounded by lots of huge lakes and lots of trees, and the ability to run out in a soybean field and frolic in corn. That has influenced me, and that has shaped me and who I know, like, who I am and what I believe about the world. But the fact that I was raised by a pastor has also influenced me. The fact that I moved a lot and met a lot of different kinds of people has also influenced me. And those were more on the social than the environmental side of things. So, I think there's definitely something to be said for both. And perhaps they're both valid and real and should let go of their intense dogma and become one super cool vehicle theory. This is a really bad metaphor, I'm sorry. Anyway, but both